future of hotel luxury is up in the air. But is it possible? A sky cruise could be an option in the near future. You've probably seen the incredible flying hotel concept all over the news, TikTok, and the internet. But it's completely bogus. This isn't the first time that the fast-paced mainstream media has been hoodwinked, as seen here with a flying helicopter hotel. But this version of flying aircraft was certainly the biggest, and seeing as how nuclear power and artificial intelligence are being used to power the craft, it's hard to believe that it will be a reality. Before we do reveal, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and like this video. Hashim Al-Ghali gave a movie that explained all of the characteristics and sections of the Sky Hotel. This Sky Hotel is based on Tony Halmstom's architectural plan, and Hashim Al-Ghali redesigned and animated. The Sky Cruise is a futuristic sky hotel that is fueled by nuclear reactors and can accommodate more than 5,000 guests. Its sophisticated layout combines aspects of commercial aircraft with those of luxury sky cruises, such as a spacious hall that provides a panoramic view in all directions around the passenger. It will feature shopping malls, sports centers, swimming pools, restaurants, bars, theaters, and cinemas, as well as children's playgrounds and outdoor play areas. There is also a section for event planning, such as organizing a wedding aboard a sky cruise. Why shouldn't they? The levels of main entertainment deck are connected by two external elevators, each of which offers a breathtaking panorama. There is no need to be concerned about the carbon impact of a sky cruise. According to Hashim Al-Ghali, he says this can be said with certainty. Each of its 20 electric engines is powered solely by unadulterated nuclear energy, and the Sky Hotel is supplied with an unending supply of power by a miniature nuclear reactor that utilizes a well-controlled fusion process. By operating in this manner, the nuclear energy hotel will never run out of fuel and will be able to remain in the air for a number of years without ever having to touch the earth. Hashim Al-Ghali also possesses a remedy for issue of turbulence in the air. They intend to develop a system using artificial intelligence that is capable of predicting turbulence in the air several minutes before it occurs. The device will automatically stop any vibration once it detects even the slightest possibility of turbulence in the air. As a result, passengers will not be able to feel the turbulence. From the ground, passengers would take converted 747s to the Sky Cruiser to dock, and from there, they would experience the very best that the Earth and Sky have to offer. However, the traction it gained online led to the viral moment. After trending on several different parts of Reddit, it got picked up by the media, who went to town and assumed that engineers from none other than Germany were working on this concept, and that it could be flying in other skies within the next 10 years. They also outrageously claimed the first airline to run it would be Dubai's Emirates, and that they were even making orders, something that really put a damper on the excitement surroundings of the concept. It is not the first time that the media has taken in by the excitement surrounding a floating hotel in the sky. In 2009, the media was duped into believing that the world's largest production helicopter, the MiL-12, had been purchased with the intention of being converted into a helicopter hotel, also known as the Hoteliocopter. This was a concept that many people considered to be quite fascinating at the time. Try to picture yourself attempting to get some rest while the rotors were spinning. Now think about what it would have been if this Sky Hotel had actually been built. You're probably thinking to yourself as you watch this video right now that you want that maybe someday you'll be able to have the same experience. When discussing this plane, however, there are a number of different engineering concerns that need to be taken into consideration. That's without even considering how well we understand the principles of thermodynamics. The first problem is, with the power of supply, fusion energy does not currently exist, and nuclear power, including fission, could not yet be utilized safely on board an aircraft. You can imagine that if something went wrong, you would be spreading nuclear fallout over half of the country with 5,000 passengers on board. You would also need to absolutely make sure that the radiation shielding is up to spec, and that there is a safe way to evacuate all of these passengers within 60 seconds on the ground in order for the aircraft to be approved by the FAA. Even though it's something that's possible in theory, it might not be exactly what you want to do. After all, you can just imagine that. Other questions have been raised, such as where on earth this aircraft would take off in the first place. Possibly, it would have to be some vast runway built out in the middle of the desert somewhere. And then, how would they get enough food and water for all 5,000 passengers? Even the best aspirations would require more than just enough for a typical meal on board a plane, especially if it's supposed to have the type of dining that you would expect to find on a cruise ship. And how would they get there? Last but not the least, it was not even mentioned how much it would cost to construct such an aircraft or engineering technologies that would be required to construct it. However, there is one glaring question that does exist, and that is whether or not you would even enjoy on board, given that there isn't exactly a ton to see once you're up in the sky and flying. It's not that the view from airplane isn't absolutely breathtaking. However, while you're in the air, you're just kind of looking at clouds. Any landmark or sight would be quickly flown by, and you would miss it if you blinked. This is an advantage that a simple cruise ship has over this aircraft design. To quote what one Reddit user said, it would be like a Zeppelin, but more expensive, more difficult to operate, and much more dangerous. How with the technology that we have now, could we genuinely create something like that might exist? There is nothing particularly novel about the idea of sky hotels, often known as hotels that fly, and hotels that can move about like cruise ships. The age of airships brought about introduction of flying hotel in 1930, which was simply incredibly when looking at the concept in detail. There was an opera house at the front of the airship, ballrooms in the middle, large cabins, actual beds and bath, as well as an airport at rear. No, you didn't hear me wrong. That's an airport within the rear of the airship, where planes can be flown up and towed on board, and then delivered to their destinations. However, it has come to light that there is another idea currently being worked on that strikes the bullseye. The future of hotel luxury is up in the air. If you liked this video, please be sure to subscribe. There are tons of other videos that are surely interesting, so make sure you check them out.